Greetings, kin folks. Yes, I'm back again. I know. Y'all miss me. But, I told you, I only invite you in once a week because I need time to clear my energy from some of you guys out there. But anyway, welcome, kin folks. And for those who are new, come on in. I welcome you too. Wipe your feet off and take your shoes off at the door. All right? I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get this party started. So I want to start this video off, or this informational session off, with acknowledging that you've been programmed. And the only way to know that you've been programmed is you start seeing things that don't make sense. And you're finding out bits of information that make you feel like you've been bamboozled, fooled, blindfolded. It's just bits of information. You come to realize that the life you've been living isn't what you thought. Also, you start to see where things in this world are being exposed. Things are off about this world that you've been taught and influenced to believe is your true reality of a society that got it all together. I created a video a couple of weeks ago about dysfunctions in our world or in our country. And a lot of times we believe either we have a dysfunctional family, or we believe something about our country is dysfunctional. Or we look at other families, other people, and think, are they better than us? Or are they more dysfunctional than us? It's just due to programming. And a lot of times when you think people are doing the most or acting out of what you consider character, are really those people who have tuned in to the reality of what's real in this world. They're seeing things differently than what you see. So that's why it's not always good to judge. So I want to keep it real with you. You may judge me. You may sit with me one-on-one. And if you're with the program, then yeah, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm weird. Just like they look at people that they put in institutions. I have a strong feeling that people they institutionalize and put away, those are people who have had a traumatic awakening. And when I say traumatic awakening, something happened that was more like a trauma to cause them to awaken, to see beyond what they're being taught, told, and more than what you sense. They may sense more of. So, what I would like to do is help you to understand, overstand, come from under and stand over to examine the minute, the smallest particle element out there to be relatable. And I can tell you this, most of your psychiatrists and psychologists who sit and talk with a lot of people who have been institutionalized, they don't see them as crazy. They see them as a threat to society. Not all of them. So let me retract that statement. Not all psychiatrists and psychologists see them as a threat. But if you have a set program, you don't want someone coming in who can see what you're doing and interrupt that. You don't want someone to be disruptive to what you got going on. So basically, either you're hiding the truth or you got someone who truly is being negative and disruptive of what you got going on. So the reason why I say our system structure is not designed to cater to everyone. This is why I feel my mission is to help you self-heal, to tap into your governing body, your oversoul, to assist you and guide you with insights and clarity so that you can reap the knowledge and gain wisdom. To take back control, what you may have felt like was taken from you in a manipulative manner. This is why I have come to you and many others on the YouTube platform, any other platform where it is time now that this takes place. Because we're moving into a new era. Our paradigm is shifting. So what I have created and what I am here to do is teach you strategies and methodologies that will assist you on your path to taking back responsibility and control of your own life, where you are the creator of your world, your environment. There is a such thing as being in the world, but not of it. You can be in it and not be of it. Meaning, you do not have to, conform. Because you're really not here to conform in this human dimension. You're here to get the lessons. And in the midst of getting those lessons, you have a mission. And while you're on that mission, don't forget to take time out and enjoy what you're learning and the mission that you have taken responsibility to institute. Whether that mission is to sing your messages through music, through art, through business, through whatever talents, gifts, and skills you may have. You have them for a reason. And that reason, that gift, skill, and talent is what sustains you while assisting another who's on their path. That's why when we give birth to children or when we have children, our responsibility is to rear them up nurture them, protect them, and give them as much basic techniques, knowledge, and wisdom that we have that will guide them. Also knowing that we don't have all the answers for their path, for our children's path. And when I say our children, I'm talking about everyone, because everyone was born into this world. In order to get into Earth atmosphere. And I say, because it may sound strange, I know I say born, but there's other avenues of coming into Earth's dimension as well. But those other avenues are, I don't know, because I didn't come through here that way. So I'm speaking on some of my experiences and things I have observed and researched to help better your chances of tapping into your oversoul to continue guiding you once you've got as much guidance needed to set you out to go out there into the world. I want you to truly not just hear what I'm saying, but feel. Open your mind, expand it. Because even though I may not speak on religious beliefs, I'm not religious. But I'm not here to disrespect your beliefs. I'm just here to give you other avenues of experiences and observations as well as research. Also, to help open up your mind, to boost your vibrational energies, to meet the vibrational energies of the cosmic universe, the energies that's coming to the planet that is trying to tune in to your vibrations to help raise them for the shift in our paradigm. As I stated, we're moving over into another era. So that means it's time for change. And if you may not have been taught or realize what's constant in our lives and universe is change. And you must discipline yourself for change. For change is constant, as I stated. You have to be able to go with the flow. At times we do resist, but once you can perceive and discipline your heart and your mind to know, okay, when change comes, now I must prep, or before change comes, because with each season, there's a different weather pattern. There's a different feel. There's a different vibe. And it's up to you to go with the flow, pay attention to the signs, symbols, and synchronicities coming at you that's trying to get your attention to walk that path towards change. So with those changes that you're making, you have to change the way you feel and the way you think. You have to perceive what's coming at you may not be coming from the outside all the time. Sometimes it's coming from within you. Also, what you have to understand that as children growing up, you may not always have the guidance of your parents or those who have been there for you as your guides or foster parents or whoever you looked up to, because not everyone grew up in a home. Some people had to make their way out there on the streets. There have been different strokes for different folks. If you haven't heard that used that way, different strokes for different folks. I've been homeless before. I know what it's like living on the streets. I know what it's like living in shelters. I know what it's like living in other people's homes. And as a single mom in the past, I have had to drag my children with me through those encounters or through those different types of situations. But even within those situations, don't look at it as bad. Don't even look at people that you see in those situations as bad. It's like I've always been told and heard, stop judging people because you don't know what they've gone through. You don't know what they've been through. So for me living out there, I had to see it as lessons, an adventure and a lesson that needs to be learned. Let me say this a little bit. For each of us that are born into this world, we're born under a certain energy and vibration. We're told it's called the zodiac, Vedic, Chinese astrology, numerology. These are different vibrational energies depending on where you were born on this planet and what energies was hitting the planet in the area under the time, date you were born. That gives you your vibrational energy to live off of. Yet it even gives you directions on what your path will look like. So with this information, you're guided. Not necessarily mean you have to follow each instruction that was given to you through those vibrational energies. We have to figure out what choices to make. Because sometimes those instructions given to us, we may not like, and we want to figure out how to change our path. Because it's up to you. You're given will. The will that was talked about in what they call different tablets or scriptures or ancient writings, which is considered masculine and feminine energies. Sometimes we look for others to make us whole when we're already whole, because we already are born with will, masculine and feminine energies. Masculine being positive, feminine being negative. Not to say you a feminine energy are negative people or negative women, because it's not being defined the way humans label it. When I say masculine and feminine energies or positive and negative energies, I'm also talking about the yin, the yang. The right, the wrong, the good, the bad. Not necessarily meaning it in a way where, oh, that person is bad. Look at them like the devil and all of that. And even the devil is a teacher. The devil or darkness or bad, wrong, negative has its purpose. It teaches you about the dark side or the light side. Because some people associate negativity, bad, or what have you, with light. Because as the old saying goes, when you were in the dark, you knew nothing. It's not until when the light comes on, you can see which way to go. Or create chaos. Chaos comes when the light comes on. When the light goes off, there's peace. So what I am getting at is your masculine, feminine energies is what allows you the ability to make choices and to live in harmony. Because once you learn the value of masculine, feminine, positive, negative, are you able to bring the two together and live in harmony? And along with traveling our path, we have to also take with us what's needed to give us the energies to do this. To make sure we're intaking what's good for this vehicle that our spiritual bodies is utilizing in order to exist in the human dimension. And that comes with certain nutrition. That what you put in your body, making sure you're getting balance of that what is needed for you. And what is needed for you may not be needed for another. So this is why it's not so good to judge. Because what's good for you is not good for the other. Just because you like it doesn't mean Peter, Paul, and Francis or Jan is going to like it. You have to be able to understand and understand that we all have our individual paths to walk or to run on. We need to perceive from within ourselves another person's perception and be accepting of that. And with acceptance comes better decision making. You can decide to continue with the choices you have made to be able to be around a certain individual, certain situation, place, or thing. Or you can make the decision to move away. You have that right. That's why they have no and yes. La, na'am. No or si. In a couple of the language that I'm familiar with. Okay. Because how you're living your life in this human dimension and what you've been taught, is more to it. That's why things are changing and so much is being exposed and uncovered. For before this society or this world, and I didn't say this planet, I am associating society with world. Before it ends, there will be no rock unturned. For every rock will be turned over and expose that which has been kept hidden from us. For we're living in that day and time now. And it's okay. A lot of you may not agree, but yet I realize we can agree to disagree. Because it may not be your path to walk to see that. So it's not about creating fear, because some people manipulate the use of fear to control, because that's their diet. And once you understand how to digest information or defecate information that is not for you, then you will still be caught in the midst of a war that you never had any intentions on being in. But you also have your inner war. The war within you that is causing you to shift and change, that you sometimes feel confused. So this is why I would like to introduce some strategies and methodologies to assist you with your awakening process or your process of perceptions and perceiving, to give you the confidence, bravery, and courage to accept your position as a leader in your own right. Whether that be leading yourself, leading your household, leading your business, leading your community, or leading your family. And I think I probably already said that when I said household, but sometimes when you lead your household, you don't necessarily have a family living within it. So it is very important to even pay attention to what you're putting into your body. Make sure that you're getting the amount of exercise workouts to keep you energized and up to date with vibrations and energies that will keep you in tune with other energies that is hitting the Earth's plane or atmosphere, or coming into our atmosphere, that is assisting us with our growth and evolution. If you do your research, you will realize in the past we have evolved from simplicity to complexity and evolving more into simplicity. What was in the beginning shall be in the end. So with that being said, just realize that the proper diet is fuel that gives you top peak performance. It gives you clarity of the mind. Certain exercises that involve stretching, flexible movement, and toning also assist you in clarity. and energy to keep you going, to keep you alive. Well, not just, when I say alive, I mean, if you put the right things in you, then you don't have to worry about dis-ease. And dis-ease is not just based on what you're putting in your body physically, but what you're also feeding your mind and emotions, as well as your spirit. And it's got to be right for you. And this is why I'm saying, I am not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. What you have to understand on your path, and not try to control another's path. And stop blaming others. For you have a path of your own. You have to first control your world. Love being in your world and love yourself. And the way to love yourself is take care of yourself and make sure you're getting all the right supplements, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. We have to be mindful of these things. And what I want you to know through self-authentication based leadership is yourself tapping into your own authenticity. Lifestyle-based leadership is changing your lifestyle for the better, so that each part of you and or levels of you is functioning at top peak performance for you to carry out your mission, your adventure, and be able to learn and or teach in a fashion that you don't have to worry about someone having to tell you what's going on with you. You will already know, because you will know everything you put into you. You will know your own strategies, your own methodologies and routines and disciplines that you carry out. For if you skip or bypass any of that and do something differently, you will know what was done in order to heal yourself. Communication-based leadership is being able to express yourself fully from the depths of your soul to the surface of your being, whether that be mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. And lastly, community-based leadership is also designed to allow you to be in the world and not of it, and to create a world where you can live in harmony, in peace, without the false evidence appearing real, without that in your world or your reality. Again, Ken folks, I am so grateful and thankful y'all came and stopped by, but hey, it has been such a nice little party up in here that it's time to leave. We done had so much fun. I wish I could stay. And as I stated to you before, in my last 2 videos, I do have a website coming to an internet space environment near you. So look out for it. And if you like my content and would look forward to what more I have to bring, more in depth and detail, and be a part of some of my webinars and seminars that I'm going to be offering on my website, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, the little bell down there, So you will be notified each time or every time I upload a video on a weekly basis. Again, subscribe, share this video, comment, question, send me an email, or contact me on one of my social media platforms. That will be either right here on the screen for you, or it will be down in the description box. So that way we can be in contact and you can share some of your ideas or ask questions on certain topics you would like for me to, any topic that you would like for me to go more in depth or expound on. I am willing to do so. It takes one to help one, because each one teach one. We're both students, we're both teachers. So even if you want to give an input, I welcome your input. I welcome your ideas. I welcome your questions and answers. But I really would like you to hit that subscribe button. Share my videos for those you think may be interested in some of the content that I bring forth. Again, thank you. I really appreciate y'all coming by. Don't forget to put your shoes on. Make sure if you picked up anything, put it back. Okay? Ain't no need to steal. Ain't no need to steal. You know? Because there's no reason for me to come into your home and take something when I know all I got to do is put in the work and go get it myself if I want something like that, or ask you where you get it, where you got it. All right? And I hope to see you next week. Stay blessed. And remember, I'm not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. Take care.